I was thinking to myself, just for instance, I went to the gym this morning, like I do most mornings, and I did not really eat anything, and I pushed through it. And that's this is not to say, oh, that was very difficult to do or anything like that. The point is, at least on the self improvement, people like Andrew Tate, all these guys blow up, and they talk about working hard, right? Working hard, building money, going to the gym, building a better money, building a better future, and all this stuff. And we portray it as a really difficult thing on social media. It requires a lot of discipline, it requires a lot of hard work, and I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, when people say that is a struggle, I don't understand it. Because think of it, if you're in a position to be able to actually work yourself to want a better future, that is somewhat of a privilege. Because there are people out there who struggle to just live. Surviving for them is a struggle. I'm not surviving here, I'm not struggling to breathe, I'm not struggling to get food. If I want food, I go to the fridge, grab something, put it in my mouth, and that's food. Most people don't have that. And we post a lot on social media. Oh, doing this is stuff, going to the gym. I don't feel like going to the gym, but I went to the gym. That's hard work. I don't know. A part of me wants to agree with that, but the part of me also feels like we're all just weak in some sense because we live a comfortable life, right? And regardless of what we do, we're all weak in some way because we go a while without internet. Oh, that's bothering us. We argue with someone. That's a problem for us. We don't feel like we're sick. That's a problem for us. And this is me too. I'm not saying, oh, it's y'all are just like that. I'm great. That's not the point. It's me too. Point is, if you're in any situation in life, if you're able to watch this video right now, you probably have some device to watch this right now. And if you're able to even think about actually working harder, do not call that a struggle. Yes, I know it's difficult, to push yourself, do all these things. It's difficult, of course it is. But that is not a struggle. Something being difficult versus some struggle is a completely different thing. You're not struggling to live, you're struggling to work yourself to a better place. There are people struggling to live. I was never the kind of kid, when I was a kid, every time I did not eat something, whenever I did not finish my food because I was too full, I was sick of the food or whatever, my parents would tell me, finish all the food because somewhere out there's someone from freaking Africa or I don't know, whoever, they don't have food on their plate. And I always thought to myself, and I still think, how is me not eating this or me eating this going to help put food on their plate? It's not. But all I'm trying to say is, it's a privilege to do what you are able to do. To even think of bettering yourself, that is a privilege. As long as you don't have to think about, I might die any minute, I think that's a privilege. And there will be problems. I'm not telling you that when problems come. I hate when people say that, when problems come, oh, compare yourself to, people who live a worse life than you. That makes no sense. That's not the point of this video. Point of this video is to all the people thinking that working hard, training hard, making money, these kind of things is very difficult, or crying over some stupid girl. If you think this is difficult for you, wake up. Because I know in that moment it might be difficult, but in the long picture, use this and think it's actually not that difficult. It actually should not be that difficult. You're making it difficult for yourself. Even I make it difficult for myself at times, but it's not. It's all in your brain and what you feed your brain. Unfortunately, we live a comfortable enough life to the point where we think that these small little things are very difficult. In reality, it is not. We think doing chores are difficult. Doing chores, folding a bed sheet after you're freaking done sleeping, that is difficult. And when we don't feel like it, we say, oh, I'm tired, I'm lazy, whatever, and give that as an excuse. You are privileged enough to give that as a excuse, even though it's a pathetic excuse. You're living a comfortable enough life to give that as an excuse. So really think to yourself, is what you're doing even difficult? And if it's not, don't cry about it, just push yourself. It's not that hard. Working harder, trying to live a better life, that should be a privilege, not, it can't be a struggle.